in Philadelphia. It was a Philadelphia Warrior, and it was 1967, and it was Wilt Chamberlain. It is controlled by Embiid, and good to have you with us on NBA TV. For the first game, doubleheader a little bit later on TNT. More three-point shooting, and that's maybe the biggest difference between these two teams. Simmons, size advantage. He'll get home, won't he?
Mouse in the house, and that's the next step. And afraid to just get big down there, get to your jump hook like he just did.
Trying to get Hachimura going, and he glasses it on with 7 boards and 7 assists. And one of the steal leaders as well in the NBA. It'll be Seth Curry. And nice pass, wasn't it, to Ben Simmons?
A little windy in Philly today.
So an early lead for the Sixers.
Yeah, you won't see too many air balls from Seth Curry. Any Curry, for a matter of fact. We're talking about Seth, Steph, or his dad, Dale. All those Currys can shoot the basketball.
Russell Westbrook couldn't get the finish. Tobias Harris will at the opposite end. Harris on the previous possession. They need to avoid a huge deficit, playing catch-up by double figures. And Alex Len taking care of business up against it.
Play big, all three of them, whether we're talking about Alex Len, Lopez, Gafford. He wants all of his bigs to be aggressive inside and look to finish the way Alex Len did right there. Put some pressure on Embiid, make him worry about them and feel them on defense a little bit.
Not a bad stroke.
Oh, man.
Help of Westbrook. It's an early 4-point lead for the 76ers, 2.5 minutes in. Bradley Beal playing through Embiid. That's a strong
Just talk about that. Well, Bradley Beal, he really is that. There's nothing he can't do from an offensive standpoint when it comes to scoring that basketball.
That's a gamble, leaving the short corner 3 open for Seth Curry.
I told you those Currys can shoot.
For Russell Westbrook.
This is just what Scott Brooks wants. He wants pace.
That could be goaltending on Danny Green. Let's see if they get
that works for me.
The amazing Russell Westbrook.
It's this Philly defense in the half court. They want to push the pace and get as much transition as possible, and he didn't think the Wizards did to get 40 or 50 on his own if you let him play one-on-one on the block. Make them swing that ball on the weak side and make a play.
Beautiful pass.
I like Scott Brooks' defensive game plan. I also love... Oh, my goodness.
Bradley Beal off the pick and the pop.
Ooh.
And Washington days ago, but also a crowd. And they haven't played before crowds this year.
Right.
So a different feeling there. Danny Green on the run out by Bertans. He takes it to the rack. I said to you, Bertans, when they went 41-41, and what a run it's been for Doc Rivers. 16 out of the 21 seasons prior to this, they've been to the postseason. 19 winning seasons out of the first 21. Now Bradley Beal on a little fall away over a good defender in Danny Green.
Privilege of calling a lot of Wizard games this year, and man, oh man, like every night he just amazes you with his ability to score the basketball. He's not the fastest or the quickest. He just has that type of skill set that it makes it hard for anybody to guard him. No weaknesses in Bradley Beal's game.
Good turnaround. The game now 1 for 4 after going 7 for 17 in game 1. Ben Simmons on the little fall away.
That's tough.
Hard, he's mobile, he's strong. He's very difficult to go against, guys.
Okay, Stephanie, and a couple of other things we'll get into that Doc Rivers brought up when it came to Ben Simmons. As Tobias Harris spins his way 3 of 4. Lead the Sixers with 6 like Ben Simmons. Beal on the Euro. Didn't get the roll, but it's Alex Len on the tip.
But just that rebounding opportunity for Alex Len.
Inside, too easy. Over the top,
man.
Bradley
has won 3 NBA titles with 3 different teams in the NBA, and that's not by accident. He is a guy that obviously can play the game of basketball, but he knows how to contribute towards winning, and he is a great veteran voice in this locker room.
Matisse Thybulle in as they double Embiid on the lob, a little bit behind, but they find Seth Curry. And at the shot clock, and look, they're not throwing it back in. And a 7-point lead, the biggest of the game now for the 76ers. Ish running the baseline, and that's his game. A little fall away.
But Washington just does well as a team. They want to threaten the paint. That's why they had 76 points in the paint last game.
To travel. Ben Simmons the first to touch it after the little flip for the rim. He wanted to foul. He's not going to get it. Neither is Doc Rivers.
I think Doc Rivers thought it was a foul as well. Let's see. Yeah, it was a foul. Bradley got him on the arm. But you know what? This time of year, the playoffs, sometimes the officials let guys play a little bit more physical.
Neto on the probe. It's a small lineup out there right now. Ish Smith denied. Danny Green, a good defender his entire career. Neto, too strong on the step back. So Danny Green, his voice means a lot. A 33-year-old, you mentioned it. He's been around winning so much, Doc said his voice means a lot. Gonna be Ben Simmons with Bertan trying to draw the charge.
Yeah, Bertan's trying to take a bad flop right there. Ben Simmons was having none of it. Just a little bit of bully ball inside as he finishes with the jam. Lets Bertans know about it.
Bradley Beal, he was surprised that they let him have a little space once he got to the paint. Stays at 5. And a timeout for Doc Rivers. The mandatory, he'll take it with 3:15 left and a good start. The opening 12. The Sixers trying to go up by 2 games.